Can you check in there for a pen?
Hello,
Yeah, hey.
how are you?
I'm alright.
Before I fall over.
Pen from the back.
Acting Sergeant Patterson, I'm from Roads Policing Team, just to let you know you're being recorded.
Yeah, you too, mate. I've got a pen, darling. Alright, before we begin, I'm just going to need to take your details.
Yeah, Acting Sergeant Patterson.
What's your first name?
Hey?
What's your first name?
It's Neil, but you don't really need that. 15830 is my number. Hello, doggy! Watch it, 1T.
Okay.
And I'm from the Roads Policing Team,
And are you
alright?
sergeant?
Acting Sergeant.
Acting sergeant. So, are you a constable normally?
Senior, yeah.
And which station are you from today,
The
please?
Roads Policing Team.
Which one?
Based out of Forestdale. From a
Forest-
satellite station from Mandra.
Forestdale. And can you tell me what the emergency is, please?
There's not an emergency, no.
So why were your lights on? You've
Because I was
just
indicating you'd
signalled to me that there was an emergency.
I haven't said there's an emergency.
Well, your lights are on, so the public are aware that if your flashing lights are on, that signals that there is an emergency. So I have just pulled over now because you have signalled to me that there's some kind of an emergency.
I have signalled to you to stop. Okay?
Okay, so your lights are on, you're being recorded.
That's fine.
Okay, this is signalling to me and the rest of the public that there's an emergency.
All right, how do police normally pull vehicles up?
Has got nothing to do with you.
Has it not?
No.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like it's a WA one, so I'm ascertaining who might be driving and is the
Okay, well,
vehicle registered next
I'm going to give you this, and I'd like you to read this out loud on camera.
Okay, fair enough. You think you're a sovereign citizen?
Alright guys, we're diving headfirst into one of the most bizarre court scenes you'll see this week. Anise Battle walks into the courtroom already radiating defiance, and before anyone even gets a word in, she's asserting herself over the judge. It's like she thinks she's the one holding court. The tension is immediate. Judge Washington tries to establish order, but Anise isn't having it. This isn't just a legal dispute, it's a power struggle, and the air is thick.
Driving license at all? Or any ID?
Are you okay?
This is my ID.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? No,
shaking.
because I'm with my client. I'm a support worker.
okay, all right.
Okay, we're going to an appointment. You're disturbing my day for absolutely no reason.
It looks like you're driving a vehicle with false plates on.
It's not false plates. They're not false plates.
That's what we stopped you to ascertain.
Okay, so I'll let you know.
You're in trouble or you've done anything wrong.
No, but
You're
I have been
policing,
abused by police, and this is why I'm shaking.
I've got no intention of abusing
Because you guys just can't.
Hold on, can I just quickly get a note of that, please?
Can you take a picture of it, actually?
So, yes, thank you. So, as you said to my colleague, you're recording and we're recording as well. Excellent,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right, can I just grab your details as one?
Yeah,
One
Tom
three-
Lawson, 13631.
13631. And what was
And
your
I'm
name?
at state traffic as well.
Are you from Forestdale?
Sorry, yeah, Forestdale.
All right, and what's your rank?
Sorry,
What's your rank?
Sergeant.
And just let me grab your name again because I didn't
Sorry,
quite
I can't
catch
hear
it. Your name?
Tom Lawson.
Tom Lawson. And what's your superintendent's name?
Mike Peters.
And mine's the same.
All right, where are you from?
Leeds.
Yeah, I'm from Bolton.
Are you?
Yeah.
Not far off.
Yeah.
Wrong colour rose though.
All right, so look, I have spoken to the department. I've spoken to the Department of Transport. I'd prefer you didn't.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you. I have served notice to the Department of Transport. Department of Transport are aware of this. You guys have already been served notice. I know that it doesn't get passed down to you guys, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not committed a crime. Okay, there's no suspicions of a crime, and I would like to get on with my day, if that's okay.
Guys, because now it gets even more wild. Judge Washington gives Anise every opportunity to cooperate, but she starts invoking pseudo-legal jargon straight out of the sovereign citizen playbook. She refuses to recognize the court's authority, demanding evidence of jurisdiction and throwing around buzzwords. The courtroom doesn't know whether to laugh or hold its breath. The judge stays composed, but her patience is clearly being tested as Anise spirals further from legal reality.
Registration.
It's nothing
with it.
to do with you, I'm sorry.
Alright.
It's already been dealt with.
I don't know about-
I know you don't, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you. So
Yeah.
this has already been dealt with. Your notices have already gone to the police,
Right,
the
that's
courts,
fine.
and the Department of Transport. They are all well aware about that.
Yeah.
By law, I'm not required to be forced into legal fraud or legal entrapment. You guys...
I'm not going to force you to do anything.
Thank you, I
Alright.
appreciate that.
Can I just take your name again?
You're here.
Was it Richardson? Whitehead. That was way off. Richardson. Rebecca.
I actually appreciate you speaking to me politely today,
Well, I
because
always
you
do.
can see that I'm shaking from
Yeah.
the previous abuse that I've had from police, because...
Oh, we're not going to abuse you.
Oh God, thanks Tom.
Well, I always speak to people the same. Okay. Is it your date of birth 2786? Rebecca?
Just 1 second.
Yes, it is. Okay. Alright. And has you got your address on there?
Nope. It says legal entrapment is a crime.
Okay.
That's what it says, okay? And what's happening here, I know you guys aren't going to comprehend, because you've only been taught one out of the 4 laws.
Alright. If I show you this then, is that your current address? Or an address that you're aware of?
It's an address that I'm aware of.
Right, thank you. Okay. It's looking on our system, your licence...
It's got nothing to do with you guys.
Okay. It's subject to a fine suspension, alright? It doesn't look like it's a repeat, so I'm just making you aware of it.
Right.
Okay.
If you want a note of that, I can put it on a card if you want.
I've got a card
No,
here.
thank you. We're live streaming on Facebook,
That's
so
fine.
that's
That's
fine.
alright.
No, I'm
Because
good, thank
what
you.
I'm saying is, obviously, I
You're making
appreciate,
it
I appreciate your beliefs.
It's
and your-
not a belief, it's
Right,
the
okay.
law. But what I'm
Alright,
going to do
well-
is I've actually got an information pack.
This is where things go from chaotic to straight-up theatrical. Anise, now fully in her element, begins to dominate the floor like she's hosting a lecture instead of standing trial. The judge calmly explains the legal process, but Anise doubles down, her tone rising, her arms flailing. The courtroom is officially a stage, and she's the star of her own drama. But here's the kicker. The more she talks, the less sense it makes, and the more the judge quietly gears up for action.
That with your 2 bosses, okay? And then what we've also got is that you guys have also got to... make sure that you're not harassing and threatening members of the public as well. So
Well, we're not.
let me just check.
Obviously, being road police, we've got to make sure.
You guys can
everybody's
take,
alive.
yeah. You guys take that with you. Oh, sorry, not my receipt.
We've got to make sure that everybody's licences are in order and vehicles are in order, so they don't unknowingly.
In fact, so
Commit
keep
road
that. You
traffic
guys
offences.
take that, because there's information in there for you to...
Can I give you that then? 'Cause
I'm
that is
good,
the fines
thank you.
enforcement number.
Well, you can just put it up to the screen. I'm not
So
touching
that's-
any of your
that number
paperwork. Yeah, got it.
is the number of the fines enforcement that's making your licence under fines
Yeah.
suspension.
There's some
And that's
more.
been enforced
There's
since
some
the
more
12th of,
information to go in your
February.
information pack.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's been a very informative day.
I know. Can I just check you're not on my list?
All right.
Right, you're not on my list.
So you're like, no, we're good guys.
All right.
So, like I say, your licence is all paid up to 2028. Unfortunately, it's just got that one fine suspension against it that I'm making you aware of today.
Cool.
Should you have any sort of crash or anything like that, it may invalidate any private insurance.
I'm not
that you
planning
get
to have
go.
any accidents.
Well, nobody plans to have an accident, do they, Rebecca?
Well, debatable.
So, I've made you aware of that.
You okay, darling?
Your Ford Ranger.
You can have a
which-
cigarette if you want.
No, cigarette.
You can just sit there. You can have a cigarette in the car, darling. Okay.
And your Regio is out, alright? And it went out on the 13th of October 2023. And it should be displaying 1HYJ 723, okay? You, like I say, I know where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying to me. However,
Thank you for admitting that on camera.
we have laws and legislations, and there's a Road Traffic Act in force that every vehicle is registered. It needs to be road legal under WA statute. Okay.
Okay,
You're
so
displaying
in fact, whilst
a
we're
false flag.
where are the published public rules of statutory jurisdiction that you're trying to enforce?
They're all.
Do you have a copy at the station?
I don't know if there is.
Is there a copy at the library? Where are the public's published rules
the
of
Road Traffic
statutory
Act
jurisdiction?
you can Google the Road Traffic Act.
Yeah, that
everywhere.
falls under
All right.
statutory jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So I'm asking
Well,
you
it's
where
only
the
passed
where are the public's published copies of statutory jurisdiction?
I'll guess.
Now, this is the moment where the scales tip. The judge, firm but still respectful, tells Anise to take a seat, and she flat out refuses, not once, not twice, but repeatedly. It's no longer just disruptive behavior, it's a full-blown standoff. You can see the officers in the background getting ready to step in. The courtroom is walking a tightrope, and one wrong word could send everything crashing. Anise thinks she's untouchable, but the gavel is about to drop.
Legislations, then that falls under statutory jurisdiction, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm asking, where are the public's published rules of those statutory
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Okay.
Do you?
They don't exist.
They don't exist.
They don't
All
exist.
right, okay.
Now, the reason they don't exist is because all law should stand under judicial law, and what you're trying to do is enforce statutes, acts and legislations when there is no statutory jurisdiction in
Right,
place.
okay.
There's heaps of information that I've just
Yeah,
given you in that pack. Have a look through
Well,
it
we'll have a look
yourselves.
through that.
This isn't going to help you
But in the
on your
meantime-
professional level, but it's
No.
going to help you on a personal level.
In the meantime,
so.
Rebecca, we're going to remove the plates from your vehicle because they're not for this car.
You can't touch my vehicle.
can.
I don't think so.
I do.
That's assault on my vehicle.
can't assault
You
an
do
object.
not do
Okay.
not touch my.
Well-
I will ring the police and I will make a complaint if you
okay,
touch
you
my
can do that.
property.
That's your-
I have had police smash through my
I'm not gonna
home.
smash
I
anything.
have had police
just gonna
damage
remove
my
it. I'm just
property.
going to remove them.
You do not have permission or authority
I don't
to
need
touch
it.
my
I
vehicle.
don't need it. And
Yes,
Not from
you do.
We don't need any authority
Absolutely,
from you.
you do.
Okay, no.
Okay, well.
That's what's happening.
All
Okay,
right,
so
no,
that's
it's
the
not
debate.
happening.
Well-
Hang on, I require you to speak to your superintendent then. I require a
won't
senior
be able to
officer.
speak to- I'm the senior
Do
officer
not
here today.
touch my... Give me your phone, I need to ring.
Here we go, guys. Anise keeps pushing, and the judge finally draws the line. This isn't just about one person acting out. It's a test of courtroom authority. The judge gives a crystal-clear ultimatum. Follow the rules or face the consequences. But Anise still isn't listening. What happens next sends a clear message. Not just to her, but to anyone watching. This court will not be hijacked. This is a textbook lesson in how not to act in
While he's doing that...
No,
you
do
wanna-
not touch my vehicle. Harry, turn the bloody phone on. Right, I just want to let everybody on Facebook know this. He is now touching my car. You are now stealing, and I will be filing a lawsuit against you personally, Neil, for touching my vehicle without permission. You are now breaking the law yourself. Give me the phone. I'm going to file a lawsuit to the pair of you for this. You shouldn't be touching my vehicle.
Okay. We can seize exhibits at common law.
It's nothing to do with common law.
Okay.
It was common law was put in by the barons. It's had nothing to do with that. They're projecting things on people's.
But on this occasion, the plates don't match the vehicle, so that's why we've taken them. Okay.
You can't. You're literally stealing my property. You're literally stealing my property. You think that you can go around and behave like criminals, and you can't. You have an obligation. This is a dereliction of
Right,
duty.
we all good with that? We all good with that? I've got the other one.
I'll do that.
Okay, final thing we've got to do.
Okay, would you want your screws back? It's your property.
Why don't you take them since you're stealing the rest of my
I've put
property?
the screws back in at the back.
Do you want your screws back on? There you go.
Okay, so
This part right here feels like the calm before the storm. Anise is momentarily quiet, but it's only surface level. The judge begins laying out the facts, methodically, professionally, while Anise mumbles and paces, clearly stewing. You can sense she's planning her next explosion. It's eerie. How calm the judge remains, knowing full well another wave is coming. And when Anise finally erupts again, it's not surprising. It's inevitable. At this point, it's not justice she's after.
Okay, it is very clear and obvious that I am not drinking. I am in the middle of work.
But I'm giving you a roadside breath test.
Okay, and I do not need to do that.
Okay,
you are trying to get me to contract with you to profit from equity bonds.
Under Section 66 of the Road Traffic Act, I require you to
we've just had a conversation that you don't have the jurisdiction to follow through because you didn't even know it existed.
Okay, so are you telling me that you're not going to provide me with
I am telling you that I do not consent to contract or joinder with you. I waiver the benefits on offer.
Okay, so you're not going to give me a specimen breath?
I would. Did you hear what I said?
No, say again.
I do not consent to contract or joinder with you.
Okay.
I waiver the benefits on offer.
Okay, so are you telling me that
I am wavering? No, you're not listening. I am wavering the benefits on offer.
Okay, right. Bear with me. What I'll do is I'll set up the secondary, and we'll give her that opportunity, and then.
I cannot believe you're doing this. I'm a support worker. You can see that somebody here is distressed in the car.